Hi, we are Jason and Melissa, and we are currently traveling the world full time. We have been exploring Europe for nearly a year now. We have sipped port wine in Porto, stood beneath the towering Duomo in Florence, wandered the narrow passageways of Diocletian's palace in Croatia, had homemade bread and goat cheese with the most magnificent views in Montenegro, and were welcomed to Albania by one of the kindest families you will ever meet. Now we find ourselves in the United Kingdom, road tripping to a major bucket list destination, the Scottish Highlands. But first, we decided to check a few more must-see destinations off our list, and first up is Cambridge.
Jason and I are taking a road trip through the UK and up through Scotland, and we are super excited. We're on the first day of our trip, and we just pulled in to Cambridge. We're going to be here for 24 hours. We're here at our Airbnb. We're getting ready to walk around and do some exploring. I am super excited about this one. This one's kind of been on our bucket list to do, and we are finally getting to do it. So we're going to hit up a really cool science-y thing, go for a drink somewhere, and Jason wants to show me some like science math bridge thing. I'm excited about it though. So come on, I want to show you guys too.
Cambridge has a population of nearly 150,000 people and is located on the River Cam, 55 miles north of London, and is widely known for being the home to one of the top schools in the world, the University of Cambridge. Cambridge became an important trading center during the Roman and Viking ages, and there is archaeological evidence of the settlement in the area as early as the Bronze Age. Of course, in true England fashion, about 30 minutes after starting, it starts to rain, so we're gonna do the best we can.
This lovely, beautiful, gloomy day.
Science nerd stop number 1. Right behind me is a graft, or an offshoot, of the original apple tree that was the inspiration for Sir Isaac Newton's laws of motion. Now it's time to drag Melissa to the next one. Created by English inventor John Taylor and unveiled by physicist Stephen Hawking in 2008, the Corpus Clock is quite something to see. The clock's face is made of 24-karat gold plated disc, and it's about 1.5 meters in diameter. Known as the Time Eater, this clock always appears to be eating up time. Oh man, I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot of fun, but it's pretty miserable out here. It is wet and cold.
I need windshield wipers.
One of the really popular things to do here in Cambridge is called punting. And it's where you basically take a guided ride on a narrow boat, kind of just wander through the rivers. Somebody tells you all about the history and the scenery that you're seeing. However, it is pouring down rain, and riding in a boat while somebody tells us about the colleges and the universities and the history right now does not sound like a lot of fun. So we're going to have to put punting off. Actually, we're going to have to punt on this one. Punts, not to be confused with gondolas, are long, flat-bottom boats which are propelled by pushing off the river bottom with a long pole, and is a great way to tour the university grounds and learn about the area while your punting guide does all the work. Science nerd stop number 3. I took Melissa to have a pint or two in the Eagle Pub and RAF Bar because it is a place where Francis Crick interrupted patrons' lunchtime in 1953 to announce that he and James Watson had discovered the secret of life after they had come up with their proposal for the structure of DNA. Also, connected to the Eagle Pub is the RAF Bar, where during the dark days of World War II, Royal Air Force and U.S. Air Force pilots used lipstick, charcoal, candles, and Zippos to write their unit names or a brief love note to a loved one on the ceiling. This tradition is still carried on today across the walls in the bar. So, a couple of proper pints of British ale later, we are headed to grab something to eat at a place called Bread and Meat. Because bread and meat, why not?
and rainy day through Cambridge. It was lovely.
It was.
We are stuffed. We had something to eat, something to drink. I think we're going to call it a night and pick up in the morning for more adventures.
So good morning from a chilly but sunny Cambridge now. Man, last night we had a blast, of course, running around and seeing all the things that we wanted to try to see last night, but that rain was definitely relentless. It was cold, we got wet, so it was definitely nice to get back to the Airbnb. So this morning, unfortunately, one of the things with full-time travel is sometimes there's work that has to be done. So Melissa is going to join us a little bit later. She's got a little bit of work she has to do. So this morning I thought I would come out since the sun is out. It's nice out this morning, and try to actually do some of the refilming of what we couldn't get last night. But first stop, I am going to stop at a famous little bakery here in Cambridge. There's actually a few of them. I think I'm going to the original one. It's called Fitzbillies. And I am going to try one of their famous, like, ultra sticky, gooey Chelsea buns and have a little bit of coffee this morning.
This is a good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many.
So I actually thought that I stopped at the original Fitzbillies, but I actually didn't. The original Fitzbillies was about another 2 to 3 minute walk on the same road, then further down than the one that I stopped at. Still was able to get a Chelsea bun. It was still delicious. It was gooey. It was everything I thought it was going to be. But if you want to see the original, make sure you pay attention to your Google map or your directions and don't miss it like I did. The sunshine brought such a different experience than the rainy night before, and made me really wish that Melissa could have joined me because it was such a beautiful morning. After wandering around for a while, I came to the last science nerd stop for the day, the Mathematical Bridge. This bridge is a replica, as the original bridge was designed and built in 1749. The bridge takes the shape of an arch, but is created entirely from straight pieces cleverly held together, mostly by compression. And for those of you wondering, yes, I got Melissa a Chelsea bun, and yes, I'm going to bring it back to her here in just a few minutes. Come on, I'm not heartless. Coming up next on Jason and Melissa Travel, we make another stop on our way to Scotland in York, the most haunted city in all of England. We were blown away by the impressive architecture of the York Minster. We toured the Shambles, which is considered to be the inspiration to Diagon Alley in the Harry Potter series, and escape another rainstorm by having a pint in a haunted pub.
Our trip to York would not be complete without stopping at a haunted bar for a beer. And apparently there are a lot of haunted bars here, a lot of haunted pubs. Jason was telling me some scary ghost stories, trying to freak me out, but I think the ghosts are running the vacuum in the other room now.
We had a whirlwind of a stay here in Cambridge, 24 hours of rain, very chilly weather, but we had a blast. We hope that you guys enjoyed joining us. Please hit that like button. It greatly helps the YouTube algorithm push our videos out to everybody. Thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button because we are now road tripping to York. So, thanks for watching. Jason and Melissa Travel are...
On to the next one, on to the next one, on to the next one, on to the next one.
Bye. See you in York.
I had to stay behind and get some work done at our Airbnb this morning. But when I got done, guess what was waiting for me? A Chelsea bun. I found some of my Wisconsin peeps hanging out here in the field. Cows in Cambridge.